Hello my friends and welcome to Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel. So today I'm going back to make one of these videos where I'm talking about the expat expectations living in Italy. Now I follow one group on Facebook called Expats Living in Italy, which I highly recommend to follow because you can find a lot of information. And then I pick time to time one of the most interesting posts, and then I also like to read the comments. So if you like this type of videos, please put like and subscribe. It costs nothing and it takes 2 seconds. Alright, so now let's go and let's read this comment here, written by one of the followers of this group. Now, what would you say is the most underrated city or region of Italy for expats? Any recommendations for places that are still off the radar and affordable that we should be checking out and might be missing? Thanks. And then she just say, oh, I thank you the group, this is one of the best groups on Facebook, thanks you so much for all the comments. I will surely be up all night googling and trying to fit a dozen more places into our trip this summer to check out, but I appreciate every one of you who is gonna comment under this post. So just to make it short, she's asking which one are the most underrated city or regions of Italy for expat, any places that are still a bit unknown where the prices could be a bit more affordable, and let's see what people who are following the group are saying. Now, what are you looking for? Weather, business, quality of life, or cheap life? Now, legitimate right questions, because obviously it's a bit generic. The post I think is a bit generic, so obviously you have to ask to yourself what are you looking for, because that is always the most important thing. What am I looking for? Once I'm able to answer to this question, then it will be much easier to find the place that I might decide to relocate. Then someone else says Abruzzo. So Abruzzo region, a lot of small, nice, authentic villages with very welcoming people. I definitely agree. And a lot of small groups of expats, so it's not really crowded with expats, let's say mostly like Tuscany. So because anyway there is an increasing demand of Abruzzo and Molise, so you might find small groups of expats. Then it's up to us if we want to join these communities or not. I always recommend to have a bit of contact, to be a bit in touch with some expats, simply because the moment you are moving to another country and you are not really fluent with your language, anyway, it's important to communicate, it's important to deal with people. Now, someone else says Sicily is getting huge between expats lately. So there is an increasing demand, of course, as well about Sicily. Sicily is a beautiful region. I cannot say anything. Then there's someone who might like it, someone who might like it less, but overall, anyway, it's a great region in Italy. It's an island, and as an island has also, apart the lovely weather nearly all the year around, plus lovely sea and lovely beaches. Then someone else says, check out Biella. Biella, very nice. Now, I believe not many of you are familiar with this city, with this town. Biella, we are talking about Piemonte region, not far from Switzerland. So we are not far from the Switzerland, to the Swiss border. Another one say just Friuli. Now, Friuli is a region which is called Friuli Venezia Giulia, so also is another beautiful region. Obviously, there are the regions which are not under the 7% taxation, under the 7% tax, which many of the expats are looking for, simply to pay less taxes. And so, but anyway, still a lot of expats are choosing for the north of Italy, Tuscany, Marche, Lazio region, anyway, these regions in the center of Italy, which are not under this 7% taxation. Then, probably just Abruzzo, Molise and Calabria. Now, I'm not talking that much on my channel about Calabria region. I think I will pick a town in Calabria region and I will make a few videos about the properties for sale in Calabria. It's a bit too, it is underrated. Has a great potential, has to be discovered, has beautiful places, lovely sea, lovely food, so a lot to say about Calabria. For now, I will make a video about properties for sale in Calabria. Then Arezzo is well positioned and delightful. Now Arezzo, wow, I'm not sure if it's in Umbria or if it's in Tuscany. Now I guess it's in Tuscany. 90% I would say. Then correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't check before. Obviously I might not know every single town in Italy where this town is, so Arezzo. Anyway, Umbria or Tuscany, there's always high demand about these two regions. Then a lot of Lazio region is very affordable. That's what one follower of this group on Facebook says. So Lazio is a beautiful region. Anyway, there is Rome, where I actually have been recently during Easter holidays. Anyway, Rome is a beautiful city, crowded, full of tourists, of course, but around Rome, in the provinces in Lazio region, you might find lovely, beautiful places with affordable prices. So Lazio is another region very interesting. Then someone else says province of Frosinone, Lazio, great hills and towns. Yeah, so Frosinone is what I think is a southern province of Lazio region, the one at the border with Campania region. True, great hills and great small towns where it's still possible to find affordable and cheap properties. Oh, someone says Sardinia. Now, Sardinia, that's what we say in Italy. Now, there is one YouTuber that I follow, his name is Fabiano Cota. He was actually in Sardinia for the last month and a half. He made lovely videos, and I never been to Sardinia personally. I will go for sure one day. I know it's beautiful, and I really would like to visit, in particular for the lovely beaches and lovely nature. It's one of the regions where I would move myself, if I have the chance, if I could. Now, because it's an island and it takes even few hours to reach from the mainland to Sardinia, this could make it a bit complicated. Let's say once I go to Sardinia, I would stay there forever. I have this type of mentality, mindset, which I'm always saying, okay, if I move to Sardinia, I will never go anywhere else anymore. I will just stay in Sardinia. Then, oh, this is a nice comment. Perhaps Molise region, because it doesn't exist. This is a joke that we have in Italy. So basically, I can't explain that only because Molise is a very small region, and so many people has a joke who is from Lombardy, Piemonte, Veneto region, Lazio region, Sicily. They may say, oh, where is Also because the majority of the people in Italy don't even know where Molise is. That's why many people are saying Molise doesn't exist. Anyway, then someone says Loreto Aprutino. I don't know this town. In Pescara province, so we are talking about Abruzzo. Close to everything Italy has to offer: mountains, hills, beaches, wine, airport, olive trees, olive grove, 2 hours from Rome, small but not too small, and medieval village, so full of history, a lot of history. All these medieval villages are simply beautiful. Sometimes you find the walls, towers. I mean, you really breathe a lovely atmosphere in this type of medieval towns, medieval villages, like Tuscany, Umbria, Marche, Abruzzo, Lazio are full of these medieval villages. Another one, say Ortona. Ortona, I'm not sure, I guess it's in Abruzzo region, Ortona, and I hope it stays that way. Then someone else says Serra Capriola. I don't know where Serra Capriola is. So Abruzzo, Molise, Luino on Lake Maggiore, as no major roads go there, however only a few miles from the Swiss border. So another town on this lake. Now there are a few lakes in the north of Italy, like Garda Lake, Como Lake, and Lago Maggiore, Lago di Seo. All these areas are beautiful, and they're also very close to the Swiss border, so it can also give you the chance, to change atmosphere in half an hour. You are already in another country. Sometimes people like this, to be in a very short time in another country. Now, up to now, let me make a recap, saying that who wrote the post was talking about underrated location. Then the majority of the comments under the post said they were mentioning, let's say a lot of these comments were mentioning Molise and Abruzzo. So it's not that much underrated anymore. Maybe it was 10 years ago. Nowadays, when a lot of people are mentioning this location, means it's not that much underrated anymore, but still possible to find very, very, very affordable prices. And this is one of the reasons why I'm also here, to show very affordable prices in Italy. For example, up to now in all the comments, no one said Puglia or Lecce province or Brindisi province, but they are not that much underrated. Alright, now here there is one area which I'm never talking that much. Now, Salento. Now, Salento is in Apulia region. Now, there is another area in Italy called Cilento, and I love Cilento. Cilento, we are talking about Campania region. So, is southern direction from Naples, driving southern direction from Naples in a half an hour distance, maybe 40 minutes, you are in this beautiful area called Cilento. So Cilento has to be investigated. Cilento and Vallo di Diano, just southern from Salerno, south of Salerno. So Salerno is another province in Campania region, which is beautiful. For me, is the Lemon region, the Lemon province. Salerno, maybe because I remember I had a friend which his family had a lot of lemon trees, and they were selling lemons, and they were also making limoncello. It was a big company, anyway, selling lemons and all these products lemon related, and he was from Salerno. So great food, relaxed lifestyle, great beaches and beautiful landscapes. What about the people? Also beautiful people. Now, someone says, I'm in the same boat, also started to look and will be trying to purchase pre-retirement and using the space as a vacation space for us until we retire. Then plan on staying longer. We are looking at Calabria region since our family is in Cosenza, so there are some roots, some origins from Calabria. Cosenza, all Calabria is beautiful. When I'm gonna talk, I have to talk more about Calabria. Calabria for me has only one problem, is that once you settle in Calabria, the position of Calabria, the geographical position of Calabria, makes it a bit complicated if you want to reach big cities. You are not that close to Naples, you are not that close to Rome or Bari. Obviously there are some cities in Calabria like Cosenza, Catanzaro, Reggio Calabria, but they're not that big as we might want to go sometimes. For example, we want to really go to a big city like Milan, Turin, Florence, Rome, Naples or Bari, cities that are already over 500,000 inhabitants. So that's why Calabria, I won't choose it only for that reason, but if I have to choose it for the sea, for the food, for the hills and the valleys, for the mountains, yes, I would go for it. The hard part is the constant pull to sell everything in Canada. Okay, now I live in Sabina, Lazio. Horrible place. You wouldn't like it here. Sorry if I'm laughing, but nice to see that someone is living there and say horrible place. For me, it's not that horrible. I mean, I would like to live in that area. I find it very, very lovely, the Sabina area. But let me see, there were some replies under this comment. I want to see. Someone says, then I definitely won't Google it right now. Too many people and crime and not very scenic. I disagree totally. Too many people. Crime. Don't know. I don't see any crime here. I have to be honest. Obviously there are crimes that are everywhere. I'm not saying that there are no crimes, but I don't know. Since I moved to Italy, I never had the perception of the crime. Never seen gangs, never seen people abusing or misbehaving. Never. Anyway, since I'm here, then it can always happen. I cannot say, oh, there's no crime at all. I don't see any misbehavior, which I've seen in many parts of Europe where I've been. I saw plenty of misbehavior. Then don't tell them, we need to keep it quiet. So someone is saying, please don't write any comments here, because if it's underrated, we need to keep it quiet, you know, because then it would be not anymore underrated and prices would go up. Now someone says Abruzzo, Molise, Basilicata and Calabria. Wow, this is the first comment that is mentioning Basilicata. I'd say Basilicata is the most underrated, and that's why I picked Basilicata. I find it very convenient, the position. I will make a video just about Basilicata to say my opinion and all the good things that I love about Basilicata. I looked for a city where there weren't many, so I can't help you. Don't get it. Now Abruzzo, Molise, Puglia are tempting and are 7% flat income tax. Yes, also Basilicata, Sicily, Calabria and Campania. Another one says Abruzzo. Now, I'm selling a family property near Benevento. I love Benevento province. We are in Campania region, a small city that mixes cool old stuff like the Arch of Traiano and the Santa Sofia Church with chill hills and vineyards all around. It's a sweet mix of history and nature. Send me a private message for more information. Anyway, I like Benevento province, also Avellino province. We are in the inner part of the south of Italy. Now, Emilia-Romagna at the border with Tuscany, yes, other beautiful area. Now, the area of Lunigiana in the northernmost area of Tuscany. Actually, Lunigiana is where I have done my latest videos about properties for sale, about Fivizzano, this town in Lunigiana. Still very affordable, especially around Pontremoli. Interesting. I should have also investigated about Pontremoli. Check out Mineo in Sicily, beautiful hilltop, 35 miles from Catania. Interesting. I am currently on the hunt as well. We have driven 4,400 kilometers so far. We are looking for places with a sea view, which increases the prices. Yeah. Anyway, there's a long comment here. I'm saying that if you are driving more than 4,000 kilometers to find a place where to live or where to relocate, I'd say hardly you will find it, because you need to have ideas much clearer, at least focus on one location, because if you start thinking about one region, another region, you'll be lost completely and it will become very hard to buy. The more you focus on one location, the easier it's gonna be to find what you're looking for. Then let's see more comments. Roseto Valfortore, which I don't know where it is. Puglia and the beautiful little historic town of Oria. Don't even know this town about Oria. I love Trieste and Friuli region. It is so off of the radar that in 20 years of talking to people who travel, I only know 2 people who have been there. Anyway, Friuli Venezia Giulia is also nice because it's at the border with Slovenia and Croatia and Slovenia, very close, so again with a very short driving distance, half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, you're already in another country, and that's always a great thing. Now, I mean, where is it not underrated? You could pick up any region in the country outside of a congested major city and you probably wouldn't be disappointed. The one thing I will say about Puglia is it can be brutally hot in the summer, as the same as Calabria and Sardinia and Sicily. My top regions would be Umbria, Piemonte, Campania, Abruzzo and Sardinia. Having lived in the Friuli region, another one for Friuli, Venezia Giulia, from Marche and Umbria towards north, so someone who doesn't really like southern part of Italy. So Umbria, Marche, driving northern direction, we have Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna, these 2 regions. Another one say Abruzzo or Le Marche, Puglia, Sicily, Molise and Abruzzo, Molise and Basilicata, so this is the second Basilicata, the second person. Then Le Marche, Abruzzo, Basilicata and Cilento. Again, someone is talking about this area called Cilento, that we don't have to confuse with Salento. Alright, my friends, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. There were more than 200 comments under this video, but I hope I gave you an idea about which one, according to the people, are the most underrated places and where you can still find a bargain property to buy. Alright, my friends, I'll see you here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, to my next video tomorrow, as usual, a daily video. Again, if you watch up to now, don't forget to put like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and doesn't cost anything. Bye!